Yo, my shirt is dirty. I had this big plan, like, yo, I'm gonna go take a shower, put some clothes on. Man, I ate some dinner. I started listening to music. Man, I had this shit on since work. But I'm here, though. Welcome to the fucking best thing that happened to Wednesday nights. This is Greater Than Us podcast. I'm your host, DB, founder, co-founder, CEO, COO, and all that shit. This is Greater Than Us podcast. Welcome to Wednesdays of Bullshit. Cam, what's up, Jordan? What's happening? How you? Who that is? Frank? Frank, what's happening? What's up with y'all niggas? You know, just in here Wednesday, waiting for my cohorts and constituents. Frank, what's that? What's up, Frank? Hey, Frank, listen. That Camaro drop tomorrow. I know we don't talk about video game shit on This Is Greater Than Us, but I'm a gamer. And on Grand Theft Auto, that motherfucking Camaro drop. And I'm excited about it. That's what's up, Ken. Keep living, G. I can't complain either, baby. Given the circumstance, you feel me?
Yo,
Yo, what's
happening?
up, baby?
About to fix me a motherfucking beverage.
Okay. You got the dirty shirt on, too?
Yeah.
Dirty work shirt day. You heard me.
This shirt been on since 2:30, 3 o'clock this morning. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up, Frank. Hold up, time out. Frank said he got it on business. Hey, Frank, tap, man. I'm trying to tap in. Effortless live. What's happening? Hey, man, I'm trying to tap in, Frank. You know the new Camaro drop on Grand Theft Auto. You know what I'm saying?
Rashawn 0903, yo, stop playing with me, yo.
She said, pew. To the dirt,
Yeah.
to the dirty work shirt niggas.
She's
Loyalty
supposed to
always.
be.
How are you, ma'am?
I ain't never met a lady at a club that always cuss a nigga out or sometime.
Lady at the club, I get it. Oh, she went in. She was in here one time talking about a nigga mother or some shit.
Yeah. What's up, Chris? Yeah.
Hold up. Hey, hold on, let me say, man. Frank, I'm letting you up, but I'm letting you know. As soon as my other co-hosts get on, I'm pulling you off. I'm just letting you know. Pause. That's pause. Pause that, Frank.
Trying to think what I want to drink. Do I want to drink some cognac or do I want to drink some tequila? Because whatever it is, it's going to be straight.
What time you gotta be to work tomorrow?
7 a.m.
Oh, shit. I would drink some yak.
That's a good choice. Box Chevy Can, what's up?
Oh, where my boy Frank at? Loyalty always. We chilling. Maintaining. Waiting for the motherfucking hosts to these to this podcast so we can get into these topics. You know what I'm saying? Frank, I thought Frank wanted to come up. I guess not then. Ken, what you how you feel about your team so far in preseason, Ken?
Who's team, yo?
Cam like Las Vegas.
Oh, they look good.
I ain't watched them yet.
They look good.
That's
They look
probably one
good.
of the few teams I didn't see that I want to watch.
I'm gonna tell you like this. That division has gotten real competitive.
Yeah, that's a tough division to come out. That's
Mm-hmm.
a tough division to come out. Me neither, Loyalty. I can't believe Evie is late either. Can't believe it.
Yeah.
Hey, they got an interview with Devontae Adams on the Pivot. I'm gonna check it out tomorrow. Best division? No, it's still the AFC North, Can. You bugging. Or the NFC West. If it ain't us, it's them. But Russell Wilson leaving, change that.
Shit. Boy, I had the kids out on the playground. Boy, them mosquitoes ate my black ass up, yo. Them niggas like O positive. God damn.
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
What's up, sir?
Man, listen. I'm cooling how I be cooling. Y'all know what I say. Y'all know what I do. But before we get into what y'all was talking about, I just really want to get this shit off real quick.
What?
First, long live the Mamba.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah, yesterday was Kobe's birthday. Today is officially 8/24, which is Mamba Day. So long live the mama. And I want to send my condolences out to some good people, man. To Tammy and Tash and TC, man. Tammy lost her son Marte this morning. So my condolences to them.
Don't you get up here and get my liquor.
Dang. Rest in peace to that young man. How
Man,
old
yo.
was he?
I do not know how old Marte was. I would be, and I hate that I don't, but I would be lying. But
Yo, did we meet him before? I met him before?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
That
This
shit
one's
had
for
me.
you, bro.
Yeah, that shit had me a little fucked up, in the game.
right.
But I just wanted to get that off before
Mm.
we get into the pod, man. And the best division in football this year will be the AFC West. Um,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
we said that. We said that. Yeah.
There's no question. So when
Yeah.
that division is crazy.
It's stacked.
But they
It's
gon'
stacked.
but the crazy part about it is all them people like they gonna get 3 wild card teams. They gonna get 3 playoff teams. Listen, they gonna beat the shit out of each other all season.
Yeah.
They
Hell yeah. All of
Yo,
them gonna be like 9-7 and some shit like
who has
that.
been hold on, fellas. Who has been Frank Cash one?
That's my man
Talking about
Frank. I
your
play
drinking.
Xbox with. That's my boy.
Yeah. Keep playing Xbox, nigga. We drink motherfucker
Frank was
Martel Blue
on
Swift.
here.
We
Frank was
drink
on
real
here,
gas.
said he had the side baby, and then wondered why the girl hated him.
Oh, maybe you know what? Ben Frank Cash one? This one's for you too.
Chiefs last place in the division. You heard it here first. Bang.
Ooh, no.
listen. And listen, they
No.
go the crazy part. The crazy part is I
Mm-mm.
like the people that saying that. Because if y'all want to bet some money, I'm willing to take your funds because the Chiefs are gonna win that division this year. Like I know the other teams got real good, but the Chiefs got good sneakily. Like they made them little sneaky moves. They had to make the big splashes. They made them sneaky moves that'll make them
All they did was slowly reload. They hit you
Yeah.
with a reload.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to have a rocket launcher, and then they just went and they got rid of the rocket launcher, and then got a bunch of heavy artillery. And you think they don't got no rocket launcher no more?
Box Chevy Cam said he got 100 on it.
Mm.
Hey Cam, I like you, bro, and I also like money, so I'll take yours.
Ooh.
Y'all heard it here first on This Is Greater Than Us. That documented, which means that contract is binding in the court of law. Chevy Cam, Evie Newman, $100 bet that the Chiefs don't get last place in the division. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to This Is Greater Than Us, the casino. Yo, let's get into these topics, yo, because Cat is 10 minutes late. She probably ain't coming or some shit. I don't know. Cat, you out there? Hold your head up. Listen. Cheating versus monogamy. Pros and cons.
Well, I'm gonna let y'all gentlemen start that off while I go make me a drink because I feel like I need one now.
Right, right. Listen. You know what? Cheating versus monogamy. Cheating is fun when you're younger, before you understand yourself, before you
What
TT,
do you
what's
mean,
that?
50 Cent?
Before you understand yourself, before you start feeling like you know what you want. Cheating is fun because you just got variety. And depending on how you've been brought up, you might have been brought up around a person that said you ain't single till you married. Like you single until you married. So
28%.
if it playing the field is fun, but once you get that taste of domestication, as Evie Newman would call it just don't get no better than that. I'm a relationship guy. I'm here to say I ain't always done right in my relationships. I actually was terrible in my relationship.
Can I say something? Can I say
Please,
something?
please.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Until I got with the lady that I'm with now, I was I was wrong as two left fucking shoes. Um, um, domesticated I was. But that just shows that I was raised right. Um, I definitely was self sufficient. But I was selfish. All of my moves had to deal with me. Um, and now that I understand where I want to be and why I want to be there, I got tired of lying too. Like I got tired of lying because you got to keep making up lies and you got to keep being you got to do too much looking after your own shit. When you tell the truth, you don't got to do all that shit, man.
Right, that's a
Um,
fact.
so I'm cool with where I'm at this point in my life. So I mean, at this juncture, I'm straight. Like I mean, that's the back door to me. I'm tired of lying because I did a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of gaming. I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? And I had to fucking believe the lie before I could sell it.
You ever lied so much that you forgot you was telling the truth, and when you went to go fucking do something that was a part of the lie, you realized like, yo, what the fuck? Like, remember that part on Blue Street when he was going to eat a donut and he was like, I'm not no fucking cop. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, he
yeah,
just was living the lie so tough that
yeah.
it
That it
didn't even
became him.
register to him. Like, yo, I'm really not. He said, I'm not no fucking cop. Like
And you know what's crazy? It probably was a good ass donut too.
that's a fact. It probably was a great donut, but it was just like but you could just tell. Like, I forgot how the span of how many days that was. It probably was like what, like 3 days or something. He was like playing the cop, but the whole time, yo, he really was like, yo, I'm a cop. He even solved the biggest case. This shit was crazy. I like Blue Street. That's one of the few Martin movies I do like. Evie, why the fuck you looking like that? Just say something.
I am convinced, Joe, that monogamy is an amazing thing,
Okay.
but cheating is so easy
Hey,
that
cat. What's up, baby?
we are people are more comfortable to succumb to cheating because it's the easier thing to do.
Yep.
Oh, you answered the question, but I'm gonna ask you: is it easier to cheat or be faithful?
Cat,
It's
what's up?
easier to cheat than to be faithful.
What's up, cat?
First of all, sound check. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yes, we
Okay.
can.
All
all
right,
clear.
perfect.
Dominant.
So what's the question? Sorry, y'all. Sorry, I'm late.
Cheat versus monogamy.
Okay.
It's easier to cheat than it is to be monogamous,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why people cheat, honestly, because it's easier to do.
You think that's why people cheat?
More than most of the times, yes. And let me speak for men. I think that's why men cheat. I think men cheat because it's an easy thing to do. To spend the rest of your days being monogamous with one woman technically goes against all the natural male urges that you have.
Yeah.
So for a man, I believe it's easier to cheat than it is to be monogamous. Because when we don't want to, when you arguing and you on your period and you just ain't trying to hear your girl shit and you go outside, it's always somebody that's willing to be a substitute teacher. It's easy to get somebody to fill in for 5 minutes.
But you
Shit.
know what? That's
Ah.
why she only get paid $60 a day.
Well, listen, they out here having sex for $40, and the same bitch will charge you $180 for some box braids. So
I don't need no fucking braids. I ain't had a braid since I was 15 years old.
Nah, listen to the parallel though. She sell pussy for $40, but do box braids for $180. You should just stop selling pussy. Like what the fuck? You do box braids for $180.
That's the world we living in today, fellas. That's the world we living in today.
Why would you sell pussy for $40? Like the risk ain't worth the risk. That's like you a CEO for 100,000, but you go be a police officer for 45. That don't make no fucking sense.
Listen,
You know what that means? You know what that means? You know what that clearly means? You like what you doing.
Listen, there's a video online right now where a woman is prostituted and she tell a man 120. And he say, what come with the 120? She like, head, bye-bye. So he like, I don't want all that. I just want you to wash my truck. She look at him and say, I ain't washing your truck. Ma'am, you not going to take this 120 to wash the truck, but you about to take 120 to suck and fuck? Bitch, you...
Nah, that makes sense. That makes
She
sense.
like what she do. She like what she do.
That makes sense.
And you know what? She might not even know how to wash a truck.
He didn't ask her to wash it.
He got into his dirty.
Oh, listen, bro. He ain't asked her to wash that. Thank you, best version of me Thursday. Like, who does that? Stupid. That
it is. I agree. I agree.
Stupid.
No, it's definitely stupid. It's definitely stupid. But I tell y'all my prostitute story.
No, but we won't listen to it.
Yo.
Where this about to go?
I almost bought a prostitute one time.
Almost?
What's that to?
Huh?
What's that to?
I couldn't bring myself to do it. But I used to get off work and ride through downtown. I used to live in Northeast Baltimore. And I used to get off work and ride through downtown, like through the city when I wanted to take the long way home or whatever. And what, yo?
Box Chevy Cam, you gotta stop, yo. It's a gobbler. Fucking gobbler.
Yeah, stupid. So I used to ride past the little strip that the prostitutes on. And it was this beautiful girl out there. And I seen her at the light. I ain't say nothing. I kept it pushing. Seen her at the light again, maybe 3 days. Because I didn't ride that way every night. But I rode there, sometime. Seen her. And she came over to the car. She was like, you be riding through here all the time to see me. And I said, why you say that? She said, because you be staring so hard when the light turned green, you don't go. And I said I would just come over and talk to you next time I saw you. So she was like, you gonna pull over? So I did. I pulled over, we talked, we chopped it up. And I ain't gonna lie, I asked her. I didn't ever have sex with her. I never spent no money. But I asked her, why you out here doing this like this? Like, I said, any guy would be lucky enough to have me. She got into this story about how, she got touched and she had a hard life and all that shit. But she was way too fine for the streets.
You was about to be her Richard Gere.
Came and got her.
You almost was her Richard Gere, yo. You almost was her Richard Gere.
No, I ain't had the money to I ain't never even asked her no price, but yo, she was beautiful. She was chunky.
I mean, Richard Gere, I don't remember him asking the price. He just felt like she was just too nice of a woman to be a prostitute. And he took her out the streets.
Richard Gere was a Russell Westhaven.
He was.
I couldn't do that.
We've all been a Russell Westhaven for a whole once or twice in our life.
Not me.
Not a full-blown.
I'm lying.
Not a full-blown prostitute, but we all been a Russell Westhaven for a whole.
You're absolutely right. So, Kat, you want to answer the question? Cheating versus monogamy?
What I prefer?
Yeah, whatever you think about it. We was doing pros and cons, but whatever you want to do.
I mean, monogamy, I feel like because it's crazy because like I'll be having these conversations with people and I'll be trying to convince them of the benefits and then I'm just like, is it really that all it's cracked up to be? You know what I mean? But as far as like cheating, I don't feel like I want to go through the whole trouble of trying to cover up lies. Cheating is like you're lying, but if the person knows and it's not cheating, you know what I mean? So I think that I just like living in my truth. I like just keeping it a buck about everything. So I'm gonna take monogamy.
Patrice O'Neal has the greatest joke about what cheating is. This nigga said cheating is, I want you out of my life, but I don't want to hurt your feelings.
That's a joke.
Yeah, y'all never seen Patrice O'Neal?
That shit funny too.
It's funny when he say it. I didn't say it right
Like,
because I'm not him.
but see,
He's
you
hilarious when he said it.
gotta watch it. Cause
I made cuz sit down and watch it.
hey, Cat, you just come from Happy Hour or something?
Nah, I got things to do.
Okay. Cause I'm like, damn, Cat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I started singing of
I really just
Beyonce
changed
song
my
right here.
dress. I really just changed my dress, but it's like, y'all seen me earlier.
Yeah,
I posted a picture earlier.
I ain't see the picture
I didn't
earlier,
see the picture
but
earlier.
I
I
was
mean,
like,
well, oh,
yo,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
Colors
you
do
got
that
on
to
your ass
brown
the
skin though.
positive, baby. Like, what's happening?
Colors just fuck skin. I love colors on
The
skin.
shit that motherfucking red is radiating. I will say that.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give a compliment where it's due. Your shit radiate.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what
I
I'm
told her
saying?
she was pretty last week. She gotta wait the next month to get another one. I'm sorry.
I can take that. I can take that.
You know what I'm saying? Now this is a question. How do you choose your circle?
I don't.
Okay.
The circle choose you.
Exactly. Your circle chooses you. You never choose your circle.
Never?
My
Never.
circle wild too. My circle wild. Like my circle is all of me and none of me at the same time. Like it's the proper proportion of balance. Like and everybody in my circle, especially like my inner circle, we've been so extreme and so mild that when you look at yourself, you really realize the people you hang around are an extension of yourself. Like, yo, I might have been that at one time. In fact, I know I was that at one time. I was way off the reservation, but at the same time, I was right at the front door of the reservation too. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's one of them things like he said, your circle picks you, but it's so much about your circle that's an extension of who you are. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think that it's like your circle ends up being people like you're like drawn to. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So then it's like
Yep.
for me, like I was expressing to my homegirl, I'm like, it's important for me to keep you around if I really feel a connection with you. Because I don't have a
Mhm.
connection with anybody and I don't want a connection with anybody. But the people that I really have a bond with or a connection with, like I feel for you deeply. You know what I mean? So when it comes to,
When you went out to the bar with us the other night, did you leave the bar like, I fuck with them?
yeah.
Or you was like, nah, I ain't fucking with them.
I think that when I left, because I wouldn't have stayed if I ain't fuck with y'all. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Got it.
so if I anybody know me, know, like I will leave. Like if I'm not feeling the vibe or I'm not feeling who I'm around, stay for what? Like,
Hell yeah.
so, but when it comes to like my circle of people, like I need somebody I can talk to, then I need somebody I can laugh with, then I need somebody who can keep it real with me, then I need somebody who I can be like, yo, TTG. Like, cause I consider myself TTG, but then I also am logical, so I'd be like, yo, is it really that serious? Do we really need to go that far? You know what I mean? So, but I need that balance, but my circle is a reflection of me on different levels, you know, where maybe I've been, um, maybe where I want to go, you know, all of the above.
And for
My
people who are illiterate, TTG means trained to go.
y'all keep playing, y'all gonna
Hey,
get indicted.
boo.
Yo, my circle, I never thought about it like, oh, your circle chooses you. I never like had that perspective. Shout out to y'all. Because yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, yeah. My circle chooses me, yo. Chose me. I'm sorry, chose me. Even from the time where it was just me and one other person, it grew into where it is now just because of just who I am. Like I'm always one of the people I say I'm not a person that's liked, I'm loved. I'm not disliked, I'm hated. I don't have like a in between. You either love me or you hate my fucking guts.
Mm.
And that's because and a lot of times it's for the same exact reasons. Ain't that fucked up how it is sometimes? Like people love like I'm blunt. I say what's on my mind. I'm gonna tell you the truth. People love me for that and fucking hate me for that. You understand what I'm saying? And my circle though, it's like my circle, they just fucking get me like y'all know I'm emotional. But my fucking circle, yo, like it's just and it consists of friends and family. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, it's not like oh, this person is in my circle because that's my cousin. Or it's like, nah, nigga. It's like we cousins, but it's like an extra level of like cousinship within that. I know cousinship not a word, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like, my circle is really, yo, shout out to my circle because, nigga, that shit is everything to me. And I'm nothing without them. Nothing. I'm nothing without two people. The women in my life and my family circle. I'm not like my circle. Nothing. Nothing without that. So shout out to the women in my life and shout out to my circle.
Shout out to TT Sample who knows me very well. I feel like I'm one of the people as well. You either love me or you fucking hate my guts.
Right. Right. But I
And
also
most,
feel like why you hate me because I'm such a cool nigga. Like you ain't gonna hear too many people say bad shit about me. And I'm the type of person where I kept quiet to save face. So you talking crazy about me, but if I really told the truth, you know what I'm saying? You would be like, damn, yo, you really ain't had to let them know I had to fucking. Never mind. Go ahead.
I mean, I like everybody though. Like, if somebody don't like you, and I mean, I think hate is such a strong word, but if somebody doesn't like you, I mean, like, what's the big deal? Like, why does it have to be something wrong with them because they don't like you?
Oh, I don't give a fuck if don't nobody like me.
I mean, it kind of sounds like you do though. Like you either like I'm a cool dude or I'm this and I'm that. But it's like everybody is not going to appreciate it. So it's like I'm cool with you not being able to appreciate it
Yeah, I
because
am cool with that.
I find myself in situations that I'm around somebody and they don't like me. Like I feel like I'm trying to fit into some shit. Like nah, I don't want you around me.
Oh no, if you don't like me, suck my dick. That's just where I'm at with it. I don't care about nobody liking me. I can give a damn if you don't like me. But I do acknowledge that it happens. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care, but I understand what it is. I could give a fuck less because I don't have time or energy for people who don't like me. Because there's so many people that love me that
Hmm.
need my energy. So I got to give it to them before I give it to a motherfucker
Right.
that don't like me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I do acknowledge it. I hear the stories. People tell me. Like it ain't like a thing of like I'm just insinuating. No. This is real live conversation. I'm an unliked person. And a lot of times it's for the same shit that people will love me for.
listen, at least you unlike. I
My
might be the
fault you
most
had
hate.
chlamydia.
I'm the most hated motherfucker in our circle.
No, you're not. That's a false narrative that you gonna keep putting out there by yourself. That's so false.
No, I
Don't
don't think
ever say that
it is.
again. That's not true.
I think it is.
Yeah, but you think and what the truth is two different things. Don't ever say
You
that,
don't
yo.
think that?
No, nobody thinks that but your dumb ass.
Uh,
Look how David looking. You sound stupid.
Oh
Don't say
no,
that.
no, I'm scratching my head because it's itching. I told you the buzz like O positive.
Like, that was the dumbest shit you can
They
say.
was,
Nobody
they was
hates you,
fucking me
man.
up outside.
You're not the
no,
most
listen.
hated.
I'm
Nothing.
not saying like no, like I'm not saying like by anybody that like I'm saying like out of our group of people, more people dislike me than the rest of y'all. I
That's
feel like
not
that.
true.
I don't. Okay, so look, I think sometimes you're misunderstood. Um,
Disliking you and being misunderstood is two different things.
I think because you're very you have a very strong you're very like you
Sense
have
of self.
and like you're very opinionated about a lot of things, and it doesn't mean that you're wrong. It just means that that's how you see it. A lot of times people can't come to grips with somebody that don't agree with them. So it's not necessarily that they don't like you. They're just on the opposite spectrum as you. You know that you're on. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and with a lot of people, that gives off "I don't like you" vibes because they're used to being the person where you gotta agree with me, and that's not always the truth. When one thing I appreciate about you at the same time is, yo, I'ma always offer you a difference of some shit. In fact, I might even be the voice of opposition. You know what I'm saying? Now, sometimes it get to be a little bit, too much, but for the most part, you're the voice of opposition, and motherfuckers can always count on you to be that. I don't really see nothing wrong with it, because the one thing I know is that I could count on you to be that.
I can
So,
dig it.
you know what I'm saying? So but I've also known you damn near as long as I've known myself. So it doesn't, for me, it doesn't bother me. But a lot of like new people, they just don't know how to handle that shit.
True.
I
I
would
say
even go
that
as
to
far
say
as
this
saying
though. I want y'all to know
misguided.
that I want y'all to know that if in life, if we really needed the amount of time that we have here, we probably would make a lot of different choices. I'm glad I made a choice to be friends with all of you, and I love all y'all. I just want y'all to know that.
That was gay.
Out of here.
Y'all so weird.
That's
Nah,
fucked up.
that was heartfelt. You know what I'm saying?
You
Almost
know
felt
what
like
I'm
I
saying?
clogged my aorta up.
Oh shit.
Women who are stingy with their sex usually don't have much else to offer, or their sex isn't really that good. I'm gonna fall back on this one because
Ah,
I don't.
I see. I can't say that the sex isn't that good. Maybe they just don't have nothing to offer overall.
I would like to go whenever y'all ready to hear a woman perspective.
So I want to hear yours first. I
Mine.
mean, I was just throwing that out there because I mean, my thing is why are we just making it about sex? Like maybe they just don't have nothing to offer.
You can't move the goalpost before me and Cat answer.
But go ahead, go ahead,
I want to say women who
nigga.
are
Hold on, I
stingy,
told Cat first, nigga. Fuck.
No, go ahead, let him say what he's saying. Because I
women
actually
who
want
are
to hear y'all.
women who are stingy with sex usually don't have much else to offer, or their sex really isn't that good. Why can't women just want to not have sex with you when you want to have sex with them?
That's it. That's all I wanted to say, bro. Shit.
Like,
Like,
why can't she feel like she want to hold her jewel to herself for a while? Maybe you said something and talked your way out of some vagina
That could have been it
and
too.
don't know it. Maybe she was gonna fuck you when y'all wanted to fuck, but you did some goofy ass shit, and she done fucking
Say
moved it
nothing.
back 3 months.
I
You
don't even
understand
need
what I'm
to
saying?
say nothing.
I don't understand. I get it, but it's just another side of the spectrum. It's not just that end all be all. Women just may not want to have sex with you.
See, all right, that's cool. That's cool, right? That's cool. Like if that's what it is, that's fine. But the other side of the spectrum is maybe it's the other side of the spectrum too.
I'm not
It
saying
Okay.
all
it's
depends on where
I'm
you
not
come
saying
from.
it's not, but it can't be this only one.
No, I won't say that. I won't say that.
Can y'all
I
hear
won't say that.
me? Can
Yeah,
y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. This is what happens, right? You got
talk to me.
people like they got platforms like people like Steve Harvey and stuff. They be like, hold your sex, don't be giving it out to everybody. 3-month rule, da 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 da. Right?
Hmm. Yep,
Cool. You should have some standards, right?
absolutely, absolutely.
But just like DB said, some people think that because you are a woman of standard, when you're holding it from them, they're like, "Oh, you do this to everybody. That's all you got to offer." No, like you just don't make me want to jump. Like you don't do that for me. And like you say, you made me feel like I gotta evaluate you another 3 months or whatever. Um, there is a person that is in my life today that I had sex on the first day I sat down with this man. Now I knew him for a few months, but the moment we went out, I said, "Oh, he's gonna get it," and I've never regretted my decision, never. Because we have a bond. It was more than the sex. He understands me. I understand him. You get what I'm saying? It was no withholding for what I wanted it. You understand? But at the same time, it's like there are times where you do look at somebody and be like, you know what, I want to get to know them a little bit more. I want to get to know them on a deeper level. Some people show you a lot about themselves in the beginning so you can kind of make your decisions. You know what I mean? But some people withhold shit. Then you find out like they're talking and then just things not adding up. So it's like, yeah, no, I'm not sexually inclined and moved to give this man my body. Like for what? Like because when I go in, I'm going in. Like I want to enjoy it. That's why I regretted Homeboy because I goes in when I feel it. You get what I'm saying? So I don't want to have sex with everybody just because I don't want to put in all that work for nothing. That's like going to a job, putting in all this work, and then they don't pay you. It's not paying off for what?
Yeah. Shout out to Pretty Face Jazz on her Erykah Badu shit. My body is my temple. That's that motherfucking. That's that myth. Now I do believe in mythical coochie. Erykah Badu got mythical coochie. She got
Listen,
mythical coochie. She totally changed Andre 3000 life
And
around.
common life.
And
And
common
common life
life.
too.
Everybody she fuck with, everybody she have a baby with, she changed their life. And she had babies by 3 of the greatest rappers of all time. How fucking ironic and weird is that? Shout out to Erykah Badu for
She probably stared him in the
the
eyes
mythical
too.
box. Yo,
Listen,
that bitch,
yo,
she used the same stuff
what if,
Screwface used and Mark for Death on niggas.
mm,
what if Erica Badu's pussy is what unlocks the lyricism in them?
mm.
Ugh.
Well, we gotta go back before
Ugh.
EB. Before EB and evaluate that music.
Andre 3000 was Andre 3000.
Yeah.
But he got better after, like,
That's what I'm saying.
he
I
got
just feel like
better
every
after, I
time
think that was around like
she
AT
unlock it.
Aliens time. He got better. He got way better after that.
I
She
Common
think she
Life,
definitely
unlocks
brings
it.
out some shit in a nigga.
right? That's what I'm saying.
She does. She does because when I think about it, and I'm thinking about even like comments too, like everybody. Yeah.
Jay Electronica, she got a baby by Jay Electronica, Andre 3000, and DOC, I think.
Who
Yeah.
did you guys see with?
Huh?
Who's this new guy she with?
Oh, I don't know about no new guy.
I don't know, but it's like she bringing something out of him already, and don't nobody know who he is.
She got that
But that's the thing. She got
Love
mythical
it.
coochie.
She
She put
got
that
mythical
motherfucker.
coochie.
Yo, she got that motherfucking hip hop chicken dust.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? She got that hip
But
hop
she
chicken
got the
dust on that
liquid. She
motherfucking
got the
pussy.
liquid.
But
Hopefully
like
she ain't
that's the
sprinkling no
thing,
dust
like
from the coochie.
y'all keep saying it's a coochie, it's a coochie. Like yo, when you connect with somebody's soul, it hit different. It hit
That's
different.
true.
You
That's
want to
But
true.
get
you
some
know you
coochie,
can.
you
You
want to
know
get
you
some
can.
wet, warm coochie, but when you hit that soul, like
That's true.
you're not getting that from anybody. And
That
that's why I
motherfucking
said I had a
that Wi-Fi
conversation
is
with
in.
somebody because I wanted to cut them off. I was like, yo, this shit is off. It's off. And I said, yo, I can't shake this energy that we have. And they 100% agree. And they like fighting just like I'm fighting. You get what I'm saying? But it's just like, yo, it's like when the energy is exchanged, it has nothing to do with the coochie. The coochie gonna be good regardless.
But I think she. I think she do something. I think it's something in her coochie that like do something to their soul. I
All right.
understand it. I understand that we all want to feel like it's the vibrations and the energy.
So
No,
you
listen.
just said like, yo, you had sex with this girl recently, and you can't stand her as a person. Did you hate her coochie too?
Yes, shit was mid than a
And so
motherfucker.
you went back for more.
No, I didn't. I never went back for no more. That shit
So
was
you only
already
had one sex. I mean,
one
one
time.
encounter with her.
I tried. I wanted to go back the
DB,
second time because I felt like.
DB, back him up, cause I don't believe it.
All
Back
right,
It was
him
go
only
ahead.
up.
one time. It was only one
It
time.
was one time. All
One
right.
time he told, like, publicly, it's only one time.
The public.
You gotta
If I
watch
went
this
back,
nigga,
listen,
though. You gotta watch this nigga. You gotta watch
listen,
him.
and let me tell y'all something. I'm a real motherfucker about my shit. If I'd have went back a second time, I definitely was trying to give her a second chance because I felt like nobody could have this shit. The shit couldn't be this made. Like your
You
personality
don't
can't
do
be
that.
this,
You don't do that. You don't
and your
do
shit be
that.
this made.
Don't do that. Come on, man. Come on. Don't do that.
She
You
ain't my
can't do that.
person. But let me go back to the topic because that's what we talking about. I feel like because let me tell you where I got this topic from. I got this topic from a woman. That exact statement came out the mouth of a woman. She felt that she said when she likes somebody, she like them. And if I like you, I'ma fuck you. She said when women get to withholding their sex like that, they either got some mid or they don't have nothing else to offer. So they need you to stay long enough to accept all of the other bullshit that come with them for that prize. I don't disagree with that in some cases. Some cases that may be true. I don't think it's true in all cases. But I think that's true in people.
That's what's up.
Whatever they withhold the most,
Why,
it,
Jazz? Why don't you agree?
I mean, because she may not feel that way.
Well,
And it's okay. I mean,
you finish answering. I'm just trying to
yeah,
talk to the viewers.
go ahead. She may not feel that way, but I mean, in some people cases, that's very true. That's like, it's the same way that men feel. We as men, we feel about men who lead with money. We feel that men lead with
Oh
money
goodness.
because they broke in every other aspect of life. They
My
may
favorite
be
shit to
fine.
say: some people so broke, all they got is money.
But
Mm-hmm.
listen, some people are so broke, all they got is penis, and
True.
so they lead with penis, and they know like, okay, you hear people be like, "Yo, broke niggas got the best dick, toxic niggas got the best." That's because that's all he has to offer.
But yeah, that's what I agree. I agree. That's very true. Like I said, I feel like it's the same thing in women. So that's why I didn't have no problem with broaching this topic because I felt like I could bring something that she said full circle.
Hold on, did this nigga just say broaching the topic?
No, I'm laughing at Jazz, yo. She said
Yeah,
I would
I
get
read
on.
that too.
Bring
I would
her
get
up.
on and explain it, but I'm nervous. Why you
Come
nervous, man?
on, Jazz. We've been waiting for you to come
Yeah,
up
and
here.
come on up here because all we
Come
seen is a
on.
picture of you.
I just want
Come
to see if
on,
she pretty.
goddammit. Come on, Reed.
Cause the way Evie knew be talking, she a bombshell. You hear me?
Right.
She is though. I ain't even gonna hold
Yeah,
you.
look. Pretty face Jazz. We ain't worried about your flexi rods, babe. Come on now.
That's a fact.
Come on now.
Now, if you got on here,
Come
you
on.
ain't got no leg from an amputee. That's different. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Cause they
Why?
gonna call her Lieutenant Dan as soon as she walk in the joint.
Shit.
So what? She's still pretty in the face?
Yo, I'm gonna tell her to do the motherfucking MCM.
I don't
She
know
said
how
she
to
don't know
join.
how to join, y'all. Break it down.
Well, listen.
Are you?
I'ma
Oh,
step out. And I'm gonna let her go ahead.
Yes, get some female energy up in here. Come on.
Come on, look, motherfucker. Y'all been waiting for this shit.
Yes.
We got one that's not scared, y'all.
Yes. Come on. All right, so what you need to do is you need to press the plus button, right? At the
I
bottom.
already sent her
Oh, you
joint.
sent her a request? Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
she
come
better not
on.
get on here looking like Fabulous. FABOLOUS. That's the shit though. Hold up. All right, Jazz, I
What's
sent
up?
you an
You
If
invite.
know,
she
All you
don't
gotta
got a
do is
leg,
accept it, ma'am.
she means she got a bad she got a disability check.
You right,
Block
Cam. You right.
him.
You right, Cam.
Block him.
That's my boy.
What if she got a Christian Rock? Hey, yo, listen, ladies, have y'all ever had a man have y'all crazy like that? Like, who's been a Christian Rock? I want to know. I've been a Christian Rock.
what's up, Chris? Can you enlighten me? What's that?
Bitch, I need you to fucking get on the internet. Like, damn, yo. It
Yo,
can't just be about
I worked hard at
You
work, yo.
gotta,
and
you
cooking.
gotta, you gotta etch that shit in the damn rock for him, and then throw it at his
Yes.
motherfucking head. She said she don't see nothing.
Jazz, I'm sending you the
Look,
invite.
Liz said she Christian Rock now. Oh shit, you about to get your boy Ted. I mean, put his picture on your tooth.
Yo say,
With the
no, I'm
without the
not drunk,
headband.
man. I ain't drunk. I just don't look. I don't be paying attention to the internet like that. I don't know what that shit is.
Yo, did you get his name tatted on you yet? Cause yo, when I'm in love, I be ready to go to the tattoo man. Like, bro, like
You
I don't
already
need
got
a tat.
one?
I got my man name tatted on me.
You do?
Yeah, and I was going to do it again with
The same
a
name
different
or
one.
a different guy?
Y'all, I might be what y'all call them people that just be with whatever? I don't know. But
Hopeless
like yo, I'm
romantic?
a hopeless romantic. Yes, I love love. Like yo, when a nigga make me feel good, cause I don't take people for granted, yo. You don't have to make nobody feel like shit. So when you wake up and be like, yo, I wanna make her smile. I wanna make her feel good. I wanna put a little pep in her step. I want to tattoo nigga name right here, really and truly.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Honestly, that shit easy. It's easy.
What?
You gotta pay
Hold
attention
up.
to the
Time the
lady.
fuck out. Is you going to tell us you know how to do tattoos?
No, he's talking about
Oh,
making somebody happy and all that stuff. No, it's not easy. I'm not a person
It's
that's
easy.
easily impressed.
I,
No,
I'm
it's
gonna
not.
tell you, it's because you know what. I figured out a formula that works for me. Okay,
For
it's
you.
big. Yeah, right.
But
Less
I'm
is
just
more.
saying, so
Like
I understand that, but like you have to study me to know what really make me rock.
right. But that's what I was saying. You gotta pay attention to your lady, and less is more.
Yeah, and that's why I'm gonna get less is more tatted on my damn back.
so we bring Evie back because Jazz ain't coming. Yeah.
Cat about to be a sign-in sheet. What that supposed to mean?
Meaning you got a lot of names on you.
Oh. Nigga, I got one.
I got one
One.
too. I got one.
Listen, you got one, but you was on here talking about, and I go do it again. You
I'ma
about to be
do
a
it
fucking
again.
signing sheet.
I ain't do it for real. But that's
You
how
gonna
I
be a
feel.
fucking
Like
signing sheet on
a
this
nigga make
bitch.
me feel
Yo,
like that, but
come
I ain't do
on,
it.
yo.
Nah, I've done it once. My one and
Y'all
only.
hate a motherfucker that loves somebody, boy.
Yeah.
Yo,
Hey yo. Hey, listen. Time out. I know we got topics, but this is funny. A
It better
nigga
be
called
funny
me
too,
today.
nigga.
My man called me today and asked me what was wrong with EV.
Because my man just be mad at the world, bro. He don't like he want love, but he don't like it. Like he like, yo.
What the fuck? Wait.
Hey yo.
Hold, listen. Me saying you was about to be a signing sheet ain't got nothing to do with love. It had to do with you saying you would go do it again. I
What's wrong
made the
with that
joke.
though? I would do it again.
All right, you
It
made a
was
joke.
a
You
joke.
made a
It's
joke.
okay.
You made a joke, but the viewer said, "What is wrong with EV?" So
No. Listen, what? I'm not sure why his man called him and asked him what was wrong with me. But no, I was not. I was not in a good space today. I lost somebody that meant something to me. I was kind of in a sad
He
place.
not
Wasn't
talking
really.
about today. He talking about period.
yeah, because I didn't see
No,
you
I
earlier
mean,
today.
listen, it's a
Sorry
Hey,
lot
about
of
your
shit
loss,
let
wrong
me
with
though.
me.
finish. Let me finish. So I say, and tomorrow we can call him during the man meet. We have a man meet. He can explain it better. He said, yo, I ain't met no nigga. That nigga don't want to be in love. I said,
Oh no,
what? He said,
stop.
it's not that. It's
yo,
not that I don't want to be in love.
that
I
nigga don't
just
want to be in love. I said, why you say that? He said, because I ain't never met a nigga that just seemed like he hate women. I said, nah. He said, yo, the
Stop.
nigga don't have nobody he care about, nobody he love, nothing. He just fuck bitches. I said, no, but I can't make it make sense. He was just like,
I mean, well, let me help him because I'm sure you watched the podcast. So let me. And we don't need, it's not even a need for a man meeting. I don't have no problem being transparent. I have been a person who have been in love on multiple occasions. I made a conscious effort after my last relationship to say, listen, there's certain things I want. It's certain things that I need out of my partner. If I don't see that in you, I'm not here to pretend I'm in love. I'm not here to chase the love. Um, I'm okay with who I am, and I'm okay being by myself until I find that somebody that makes me feel like I don't want to live without them, and I'm good with that. So no, it's not that I hate love or I'm afraid of it or I hate women. No, I love women, and because of that, I also don't want to subject them to feeling like they're gonna be with me and I'm gonna be in a relationship with them when that's not my intention with them. Any woman that I have ever been in a relationship with or that I feel like I can have a relationship with, I verbally let you know that. The same way people say, women say, I know when I first met him, I know when I first met him whether or not I was gonna fuck him. I know after our first date, if we go out on a date, first of all, I'm gonna tell you, if I take you out or I invite you out on a date, I see more than you than just having sex. So that's how I rock and that's how I roll. Like if I offer to take you out, let's go out somewhere, I see more for you because I don't think you should be seen with everybody in public. Um, so no, I don't hate women. I don't hate love. I'm just the type of person that you know I'm okay with being by myself until I find somebody that I can't be without.
Because all I heard was violin.
that nigga's a diva.
I hate it here.
I mean, but the reality is because, like I tell you, I've said this before. I feel like a lot of people in relationships because they're afraid to be by themselves.
There's nothing wrong with you feeling like
AV,
that.
the thing about it is a lot of your points would be valid. It just sometimes be your delivery. And it like your friend said, you can get misunderstood. But I think that a lot of people feel how you feel. It just get lost in translation.
That's because they don't have no cool.
He don't have no cool, and I mean also Evie's going to say some shit to get shit popping. He like the shock factor. You get what I'm saying? But I don't think that
y'all went to high school together.
Who he and I?
Yeah.
No, we sit in the same class right here.
All right. Okay.
I just don't think that he's that type of person deep down inside, and I think that the right woman for him is going to love all that shit out of him. It's only a matter of time. So, ladies,
No, listen.
hit my man
Listen.
up.
Listen, as I tell people all the
Why don't
time.
you just let shit be said? You don't
Yeah,
have to respond to
yeah,
every little
damn.
thing, Evie.
Damn.
Relax, my brother.
This a fucking podcast. We supposed to talk and just sit here and eat
Relax.
fucking chicken wings and shit.
We want to
The
go
fuck
to the
outta
next
here.
topic. We want to go to the next topic.
Ooh.
Y'all lame as shit tonight, but it's cool.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Am I gonna be invited to the man meeting tomorrow? Because this
That
was
was-
very much
That was fast.
man meeting. Yo,
You're never invited to the man meeting.
I know I better not get no three-way call. Carry on.
When is a
If
good
you
age for children to leave home?
Soon as
When
they fucking turn 18. Like, nah. I feel like personally,
When
as
they
a
ready?
mom, I don't give a hell. Like, I'm not putting my kids out. Like, this world's fucked up. It's hard as shit. Like, my mother invites me back anytime I want to come back. Like, and I am 26 years old. And I can still go home.
Hey, yo, all right, yo, time out, yo. Time out.
No, we're not spending no time on that.
Oh,
But
come
what
on,
I'm
we're not
saying
doing that. Listen,
But my
go ahead
point,
with the rest of your saying.
yeah, so my point is, I feel like pushing a kid out, being like, oh, you are a certain age or whatever, so you should be able to take care of this and the other. Like, and then when you get out here and you realize all this shit that's going on, for what? Like, why we can't push our kids out when they have enough money in the bank? Why we can't push our kids out when their credit looking right? Why we can't push our kids out when they found a house with a realtor and they say, I think this the one? Why not? Why we can't wait for that? What's the big rush? What's the big rush of making them go into this cold, cold world for what? Other cultures, they stay with each other, they live with each other until everybody got their own. Why are we the main ones always want to put somebody out? Or if you want to stay here, split the bills?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because what it's called generational curses.
Yes.
And let's be realistic. If you're not raising your kid to be self-sufficient, that's your fault.
That's your fault. Because if you're doing your job, they're going to come out self-sufficient.
Exactly.
No matter how long they stay in the house. Now, if you coming in the house with a whole family and you think that we about to raise all the kids and all this shit in here, no, that's a different conversation. You need to have your own legacy. But what I'm saying to you is like, yo, we're going to work together to get you established.
And that's what needs to happen. A lot of these parents are forcing their kids out because they was forced out. And they think that's the way. But it's not. The reality is you prepare your kid. You get their credit right. You keep them in the house so they get a good job and they get their credit right and they get their money up so they can buy their own house. Because that is what other cultures do. We are the only culture that say stupid shit like once you turn 18, you need to get the fuck out of here. For what?
And go make somebody else rich paying the lease.
Yeah. And then they fuck they credit up real early because you didn't give them none of the proper etiquette or teach them none of the stuff to sustain themselves. Then they gotta come back to your house. Listen, raise your kids the right way, teach them the proper way, and then when they can go out there and they can sustain a life that's not dependent on you as the parent. But a lot of these parents don't do that. A lot of these parents make their child so freaking codependent upon them, they don't know how to be self-sufficient. They don't know how to sustain a healthy life outside of their parent or their families. I believe you raise your kid right. If it take you, some of these people be 28, 30 years old before they ever leave their parents' house. It's nothing wrong with that. Society tell you it is. But
Right.
what if it took you that long to build your credit up and build up the finances and get a job?
Or go to school. Like some of these degrees cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
What if why they gotta be in so much financial burden because they're an adult? Like, what if I wanted to be a doctor and that bill was high? Why can't I stay home and balance it out a little bit?
Exactly. And I'm all for that. I'm all for that. I'm all for sustaining your child so they can sustain themselves.
We got 2 other people on here.
I can't hear you. Sound muffled, Sugar.
For me?
Now you back.
Oh. I just said that's just me and my classmate Evie. What y'all think?
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
I got put out when I was 16 years old. And it was the best thing that ever happened to me. So I believe that, and as a person who are responsible for 2 15-year-olds, the rule is they can stay as long as they want, as long as they don't disrespect the rules. So if you become an adult in age and you feel like, oh, I'm grown now, I don't have to respect what go on at home, then you gotta go. It's just that simple.
Now,
So,
what kind of rules are you talking about? Like, are you talking about like at 24 let's say like 19?
Whatever
Don't
the rules
come in
of
the house
are.
past a certain time. Like, what are the rules of the house?
I was raised like this. If you don't like the rules in the house, then you have to leave.
I'm just saying, give me a couple examples of the rules.
A rule in the house would be no girls upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
How long does that rule apply?
As long as you live under that roof.
Live under that roof.
That's
no,
crazy.
That's somebody else's house.
It's not your house.
It's not your house.
That's crazy.
It's not your house. That's the difference. Like, yo, you got to understand. Your house, your rules. You do what the fuck you want in your house.
And that's why they would have to go. That's the only reason they would have to go. You don't like the house rules, you got to go.
That's the house. Yo, my mother used to tell me from 17 on in, if you're not coming in, call me. That way I can lock my door. Because you're not going to walk in my house after a certain time. What am I supposed to do?
And that rule would apply from 17 to
on
30, 38.
Because you know what? Here it is. If you're that grown, and my mother raised me to be self-sufficient, you can get your own fucking house and you can walk in the door anytime you want.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? It's so crazy how us as a black culture look at everybody else and didn't do none of this shit, but we look at them as the motherfucking makeup as how to do something. That shit is crazy as shit. And we've been the one out this bitch struggling and making it the longest.
That's exactly why. That's what you just said. The reason why. Because we were struggling and making it. You know why? You know there's no other culture is struggling to make it?
They not talking about struggling. Because you don't know. You're not on the inside of that. You don't know what the struggle is. The struggle is he might want to go outside and do the shit that he want to do. But because he live here, he has to abide by the rule. See, that's what y'all don't understand about different cultures. You gotta abide by something. Us, they're giving you the option to either A, abide by the rule, or get the fuck out. That's what makes a man out of you.
Not all the time.
Well, I'm sorry.
So so what you're saying is, so see, you giving it a blanket statement. That's why I'm trying to help.
No, I'm not giving it a blanket statement. I gave it my statement. I gave it my statement. Don't move the goalposts on what I said. What I
I
said,
did.
I'm telling you on my end. When my mother laid down the rule, it was either abide by the rule or
Right,
get your
right,
own rule. That's
right.
it.
By Chevy came. You're never good. Boy, you better not get a night shift job. Guy coming out
I
3 o'clock
had
in the
that. What are
morning.
you
The
talking
door locked.
about?
The
You know
door
that.
locked.
I had that.
All
Y'all
right, but
niggas
what
know
I'm
I work
saying,
all the shifts. Y'all
listen,
know that.
listen,
Don't
listen.
play
What I'm
with me when
saying.
it comes to work. I work all the shifts and overtime.
Nigga,
And I
we not
got
even
all
talking
my
about
own
you.
shit and been out there since I was 2
Congratulations,
years old. I've never been back home. And I'm doing fine by my goddamn self. Me and my
congratulations.
lady, we got a crib now.
Listen to what I'm
I've been
saying.
doing fine since then.
Listen,
Stop it.
listen to what I'm saying, because you're talking, but you're not
Why,
listening.
why are you yelling, DB? Or
Mm-hmm.
Davion?
Man, look, man.
We hear you,
Cause
bro.
you hear it, but you're not listening. You can hear it, but you're
No,
not listening.
I hear you. I don't agree with you. I hear you
And,
loud and
and
clear.
that's fine. But this is
So
the
what I'm
other
So,
side
saying
of
is
it.
like, all right. So what I'm saying is, you're yelling, and we get your point whether you talk up here or down here. I'm just saying, can you just,
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool because it's you. I'm gonna give it to you tonight.
thank you.
These niggas is used to that. You not. I give it to you tonight.
They did say
so,
you be busting a vein though.
No, but
um,
I don't.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say
Box
nothing.
Chevy came. Box Chevy came. I fully understand what you're saying. The reality is that um having blanket rules, I'm opposed to having blanket rules. I'm opposed to blanket situations. I
What's
believe
a blanket
everything
rule?
um so if you say after a certain time you can't come in here, but you make the exception for if they get off work at 12 o'clock and they can't, and by the time they get home it's 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, or they coming
All
off three
he
o'clock.
said, but y'all misunderstood what he said. He said
That's
just
not what I'm
call so she
saying.
can lock the
Stop moving the
door.
goalpost because you
No, no,
know
no,
what
no.
I'm
Listen, I'm
saying.
not moving. See, what I'm saying is
That's
you
not
talking
what I'm
about one
saying.
thing and you not listening. I'm
Well,
referencing
go
what
ahead and say
Bob
what you're
Chevy
saying,
King
yo, because
said.
that's not. That's not what I'm saying, yo. You know what I'm
I'm
saying.
not even talking about what you saying. That's the problem. You keep talking and I'm talking about what Bob Chevy
Go ahead
Cam
and
said.
say it then.
So, like Bob Chevy Cam said, it's a blanket rule that an exception is made if you work and you come in the house 2:30, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. If you making the exception for that rule, then it's not really a blanket rule. We have to choose. Like, you can't treat your child like a child and want them to be an adult at the same time. It's
Nigga,
just not
I'm
staying.
That's
gonna tell
not
you
what I
like this.
said. I
I
don't.
don't I don't give a fuck
I'm not
what the
I'm not
I don't
saying
give a fuck what blanket you looking at. At the end of the day, when it's not your rule, you either abide by the rule of the house or you get your own rule in your own house. That's it. Like, don't dig deep into it. Don't overthink it. Don't nuke it. It is what it is.
that's but
You
when
either
you say
respect
that,
the rule or you get your own rule.
again, I agree that if you make the exception for one thing, I believe things should change once the situations change.
But so
Every
what? So
situation.
let me answer my question. My
Go ahead.
example was if you're a boy and you living in your parents' house and your mother say or whoever you live with say, yo, no women upstairs. You said when does that change? I said
Yeah,
when you move.
and I say, but at some point you're not, even though that's your child, you're not talking to a boy anymore either.
How does that change the rules of the house because your age changes?
All right, can I give an example?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. When I was growing up, my mother did not allow me to have boys in my house. She didn't allow me to have boys upstairs, anything like that. I, had my child while I was still living in the household. So she had that. She made that exception to the rule because I was an adult. So she said, "Okay, your son's father can come over here. Okay, your son's father can stay the night. He's taking care of my grandchild." And so there was an exception made. But had my mother said, "I don't give a hell how old you are. no man is coming in this house and he's not going upstairs and he's not doing anything like that, what she allowed me to do, then that would be my point to say, okay, either I want to abide by my mom's rules or I'm going to leave, right? So that's the thing, like, y'all are both, like, saying, but it's like,
Now, Evie Nuna
you're
said that was
stopping at,
dumb. That's what threw
no, but
me
what
off.
I'm saying is because they never, he's saying, like, they never altered the rule for the adults. But at the same time, it's like, yo, everybody has their house rules. It's some rules that I don't know. I don't even know what my mother rules might be.
Look,
But I'm just
look,
saying, like, I'm not going to stay in her house if she feels strongly about it. I'm gonna go do my own thing.
And
You
go
know what I'm saying?
when you can
look,
create your own rules, right?
right.
That's
In
her
your
house.
in your situation,
I was going to say that.
in your particular situation, because look, my sister is younger than me, right? And the rules for me and the rules for her were slightly different, right? And we don't control that because we aren't the people making the rules. So when they make the exception to the rule, all I had to do was roll with whatever the exception was.
Because that's their house.
Because it's their house. But if my mother tell me, and this is what my mother told me at one point, she said, look, I'm moving. Either you can move, you can come to my next house, you can get your own. It was that simple. Like it wasn't that many options on the table for me. And I'm speaking for me specifically. But at the same time, like it wasn't like she threw me out there. Parents do shit like this. They tell you when you're young, you spend some, you save some, right? And they give you the tools to go out there and make certain things happen. But if you don't listen, it's our problem. It's our job as children to listen to your parent. Spend some, save some. Hey, you know that you got a bill, you got to pay it on time. Parents tell you they give you all of the tools to get out here and make it by a certain time. They never tell you when they're going to let you go on your own. At the end of the day, when they let you go, they prepared you for whatever it is that's out there. If you didn't listen, sorry. Now as a parent, they'll never say, we're not going to let you come back home, but you're subject to rules when you come back home because it's not your house.
No, some parents out here do say, "Oh no, you're a grown ass man. Like I'm not having no grown ass man or another grown ass woman in the house with me."
That's true.
Because it's their house and it's their rules, so it's always
But I'm
subjective
just
to
saying,
change.
like, yeah, I understand that it's their house and their rules, but in an opinion of whether we agree with it or not, I just don't agree with people having kids and then saying because you are a certain age, you outside. Come back home for what? I don't agree with that. And there's
Nah,
people out here that parent like that.
I don't
So
agree
I'm
with that
saying for the
either.
people that parent like that, I don't agree with it.
I don't agree
So
with that
that
either.
could be their house, their rule, but I just don't agree with it.
I don't agree with that either. I always say I wish I had the luxury of having parents that I can go back home to. Because I probably would have
I've
went
seen
back.
the product. I've seen the product of grown people who were struggling, who just couldn't get it right because maybe they didn't pay attention, or maybe that parent didn't do the job that we think that every parent is doing by preparing them. Maybe they didn't prepare them, and the child got out of here. And one thing about parenting, we all think we doing a good job. We all think we're doing it right. And then when we see the product of our child out here, we learn, damn, I could have did that better. I could have did this better. Our parents did the same thing.
Right.
So some of them are trying to correct their wrongs even still today.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is it's like the world all wants you to fail. Most people, majority of the people don't care about nobody else. Until
Don't get
yo,
frustrated. I
I'm
think
sorry.
we get you.
No, because it's like in my ear. and she's still
Oh,
talking.
I
okay.
told you, put your shit
But
on Do Not Disturb.
I did. I don't even know why that call came through. Oh, because she was one of my favorites. It was my mom. She must have felt us talking about her. But anyway, I
Tell your
just
mother
don't
I
feel
got her
like
too whenever she ready. You heard me?
I just don't feel like as a mom, like it should like your child should ever feel like they're on their own because they are a certain age. I
What's good, what's great about parenting? We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
She must got some things going on.
Talk again.
hate to breathe.
There you go. You
I just don't feel like people should be saying because you're a certain age, I'm done with you. I'm done raising you. I hate that
and look and
fucking
look and look
motto.
and look. It's perfectly fine that you think that way. You know what's crazy about it? Because when you become a parent, now you have your own set of rules on how you choose to do
I
things,
sure
and
do.
that's perfectly fine. That's the reason. That's the reason that you became a parent, because you know what? When I become a parent, I can do things differently.
And I also became a parent because of the love that I received when I was growing up. So it made me want
Right.
to give
So
the
now you're
same
gonna
love
give
that
it.
I got.
Right. It's nothing wrong with that. So my thing is, it's very subjective depending on where you coming from, because some of us actually thrive off the fact when your parents throw you in the pool where you got to sink or swim,
Some
versus
people
other ones.
have. Some people have.
Yeah,
And when you get them in therapy sessions, you uncover a lot of other things too that they wish they could have changed about that scenario. So
you
yes,
do.
yes,
But 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 but
they acquired, a household and they were able to maintain bills, but they felt like, damn, yo, I'm really by myself.
You show me
Like,
a
and
person
so
who
they
don't
see.
have trauma from childhood. I show you a person who never really
I
lived life.
mean, it's a
Yeah,
thing where though, like, okay, you can have trauma, but you don't have to have certain traumas, or you don't have to have as much trauma. Just like you have ups and downs in relationships, certain downs you don't need to have for what. So
but
just
do we get to
because
pick it?
it comes down to me being in a decision making of whether I want to deal with something or not, yes. Because if I see something coming my way, if I see a bus coming my way, am I going to sit there and be like, oh, okay, no, this bus about to hit me. Come on and hit me. No, I'm going to get the fuck out the way. And
Right.
people show you shit about them. So it's like, yeah, if you see it coming, you can make a decision not to deal with it. A lot
I
of
was getting
stuff that
ready to
people
say that.
go through or that I've even went through, I knew what I was getting into. I knew I was taking a chance. That loving for potential shit is dangerous. So, yeah, it's a lot of things that we don't have to go through, but we go through.
I tell you what, my mother being the person that she was, and I'm only speaking for me personally, I wouldn't change a thing on how she raised me if it got me this far. You know what I'm saying? And my mother was one of the hardest. And this nigga will tell you, my mother was one of the hardest motherfucking Don Dadas out that bitch, for real. You know what I'm saying? But like even with him, like she gave you the absolute truth. She told you how it was, and she didn't sugarcoat shit for you. And when you got out this motherfucker, you did one of two things. You either swam or you sank. And if that's how she felt like it was gonna be for us, I can't be upset at it because it worked. And we only
It
go
worked.
with
It
what
worked my
works
mother
for
way
us.
too. So like at the end of the day, we all gonna have our opinion. You get what I'm
Yeah.
yeah. I
saying? We
mean,
gonna have our opinion.
my stance is just, it's just, I always feel like, I've always said life is a double standard when it comes to things. And if you feel like your child is old enough to be on their own, you can't, they also old enough that if they aren't, if they're not ready to be on their own, you have to prepare them for it. I just believe in adjusting to your child. Like you have to raise your child as a child. You have to raise them as an adolescent. Um, because your parenting never stops.
It don't.
So
Yeah,
but at the same time as you as
yeah,
you, as
double
they
shit.
as it go forward, as it go
Parenting don't
forward.
never stop my ass. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I mean, listen, it don't stop for the people who care. Like your kids is gonna always be your kids.
No, I'm forever
Hmm.
going to parent my kids. I'm forever going to be what the fuck
No,
I
that's what I'm
am.
saying. You gonna
But
ever be
I
a
had
parent to your
parents that
kids?
stopped parenting.
Yep.
Yeah, listen, and listen, and
Both
that's
of them.
wrong of them.
One frick and
And
crack.
You know what it is. You know what it is,
And
ladies
you
and
know my
gentlemen.
father, R. Kelly, my mother.
He
Yeah,
pissed
he
on
going to
her.
jail.
Huh?
No, he made
For
"Seems
what?
Like You Ready" a whole different song, and he sang that shit to her with blue and orange shoes.
All right, I'm done.
Y'all hate y'all don't have senses of humor. That's funny as shit. Did y'all hear what she said?
Yeah,
yeah,
I hate y'all, yo. Go ahead. I'm moving on to the next topic. Cat, that was fucking incredible. I hate that y'all don't have senses of humor. Stupid bitches. That was funny as shit. Fuck y'all.
One thing we gonna do, we gonna laugh. So go
Yeah,
on.
man. The fuck, that was
you know what's
hilarious.
crazy?
These niggas be upset
All I
now.
could do right now is see your father pissing on your mother with them little ass cornrows he had.
The R. Kelly cornrows.
There is
Cause
one
R.
thing
Kelly
I like
cornrows
to
was the
know
shit.
is
Do you want
nigga get a shape up under his cornrows. I'd like to
Nah,
know
yo.
who the fuck is your father preparing for.
it? Shut up, Davion.
Tell me, babe.
ooh,
Oh, we gonna get a lecture tomorrow. Y'all better tighten up. Y'all better
Hell
tighten
yeah.
up.
Listen, next topic before they come beat me up. Everyone's definition of attractive is different. What makes a
Yeah.
person attractive to you? That's not all
Now
answer
we
at
had to go.
once.
Now we had to go get all serious again and
Yeah,
shit. Now they
I
man.
never
know.
done.
Well, one thing, I love a nigga who can make me laugh. Good God. But another thing is a person who is who's not what is it called? Selfish. Like and you know what's one thing that's really sexy to me? I'm talking about get me super wet. When a man is respectful, like because you know why? Because I see so many niggas out here thinking that being toxic and disrespectful is attractive, being an asshole is cute. I hate that shit. Nothing drives me up faster.
Most
But
women do
it's
though.
like you could talk your shit. Don't get it twisted. You could talk your shit, but it's a time and a place for that. But like, yo, when you got class and poise, good God, sexy as hell. Um, and a man who could dress and got good hygiene, but goal oriented, yeah, I can work with that.
you know what I always kind of wonder. This kind of on the topic and off at the same time. But I be seeing so many women be like, the shit that Kevin Gates say and do is attractive. And I wonder if they would feel like that if Kevin Gates was like a regular nigga who didn't like had millions of dollars.
I would because he's definitely in tune with who he is. Like a person that understands who they are and don't hide behind shit. Certain shit I'm gonna tell him I don't agree with. Like what he say? I want. It was something he said, and I said, yeah, nah. It's a few things. I'm not gonna agree with everything my man says. You get what I'm saying?
You're not supposed to.
But it's just like yo, his sense of who he is. I love that. Yes.
self-aware. He's self-aware.
If he self-awareness is very sexy to me. Um, the thing about it is, it's not about money to me. Anybody tell you that? It's about because you can get money. You could be broke today and get money tomorrow if you got the right heart. But it's like even that is like what kind of money are we chasing? Because a lot of people do things for money I don't agree with, and they be like, oh, I gotta get this money, and they do just about anything. No, we're not doing that. So I'm done talking. What y'all talking about?
I think that for me, my
How you gonna ask the
attraction.
question and then go get his fucking pizza out the oven? Go ahead.
I think Kevin Gates is while I don't agree with everything he said, I do respect that he's telling what he believes is his truth.
Yeah, that's
And
what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
he has yet to say anything that offended me. And I don't agree with all of it. I really don't agree with a lot of it. But I do like what I think he stands for, because I don't know him. But what I think he stands for, I respect that. I respect, what I really respect out of all the shit about Kevin Gates? His vulnerability.
That part.
I love the fact that he could say, yo, this happened to me and I didn't understand it. So my defense mechanism was to just tough my way through it. And because I think a lot of times that is men's defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? Something happened and like you it's like flight or fight, and sometimes you fight out of fear. You know what I'm saying? So I do respect his vulnerability. I respect his transparency. And I like that it comes out in his music. I'm not the biggest Kevin Gates fan, but the shit that I like, I really, really like. I do.
There are a few artists out here. I do not like their music. I'm not a big Kevin Gates fan as far as his music, but him as a person and living out loud in front of us, like I love watching his journey. I do.
Yeah. As far as what attracts me,
he do have some creep stuff. Like when he said, "Oh, you wouldn't let me watch the tape of you busting it down with somebody else," or "I'm coming in the house, I'm gonna tell you like, yeah, I thrashed this girl today." Like, yeah, no, that's the part I don't agree with. Like,
if
I understand. I love and respect honesty, but like you doing too much. Because for me, I want to know why you want to go out there and see somebody else. Like, why you want to go have sex with somebody else. I really need to understand that before I accept it.
Like, why would he cheat, or like why would he cheat and come home and tell you about it?
It sounds like he would be in a relationship that they will already have that understanding. So I don't know if it would be cheating, but it'd be like, why do you still want to go have sex with somebody else when you had me at home? Like, what do you feel like is not being fulfilled? Some people do want to just go out there and see other things, but I need to understand what type of person you are. Are you doing it? Like, because he did say, oh, I will cheat if I'm not getting this, or I'm not. I want to understand why I guess
Well, there you go.
he do cheat. So I want to know why he needs to cheat. Like, I want to understand that so we can change that. I don't want you to go outside. I want that dick to stay here.
Right. Yeah. I get that. I don't know though. That's I do like his vulnerability though. But
I think all of us have a bit of narcissism in it. All of us did.
I don't like to be called narcissist though, because when I look up the traits of it, I'm none of them traits, and I'll be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I'm not, nothing about me is narcissistic. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
You think highly of yourself and you think great of yourself. Narcissists think highly and great of themselves. That's a trait.
You know what's crazy?
So you might have it on a higher spectrum, or you might have it on a lower spectrum, but you do have it.
You know why I wouldn't like to be called a narcissist? Because the hard conversations I have with myself. And when I sit back and I think about some things, a lot of things I will admit out loud to the right person. Like, yo, I might have been out of line. I might have been out of order. Tell
Mm-hmm.
me if you think this is out of order or this is wrong. And this nigga know because we've been there.
No, I'm
You know
laughing
what
at
I'm
this
saying?
fucking nigga Cam, man.
I'm more of a sociopath.
This nigga's stupid. But nah, hey, go ahead. I'm sorry, because I do know. You know what I'm saying?
You know what
We've
I'm
been
saying?
there.
Like, and it took me a long time to get there because at one point I was a narcissist and I was making excuses for my bad behavior. But I might be like, yo, was I tripping? And if a nigga say, yeah, yo, you was motherfucking tripping. And sometimes it's really what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? If you was fucked up, you was fucked up. You gotta admit that to yourself before you can admit it to somebody else. Like, yo, I was fucked up.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
that when I say all of us have a little bit of narcissism, and us, narcissism, having it in you and being labeled a narcissist, I think is two different things. Like if you tell a small lie, are you a liar? Like, no, I don't think so. But you know, at the end of the day, it's a thing where though, like we all do things just a little bit, and if you're, you know, hitting all the narcissist traits, then that's when I think you become a
Right.
full-fledged narcissist.
Right.
But see, I think what you said, like yo, you're a bit a narcissist because you think highly of yourself. I think people get labeled narcissists sometimes because a person doesn't understand why they're so happy, or why not necessarily happy, but I am confident. I do think highly of myself. But to a person that don't think highly and confident of themselves, I would look like, damn, you're really on itself. You're stuck on itself. And I could
Now you
get,
can
like you
see it.
said, get thrown at as a narcissist because I'm just
Yeah.
confident and I'm just comfortable in my truth. I'm comfortable in what I am and who I am. That doesn't make me narcissistic. You understand what I'm saying?
You have an explanation behind it, but it didn't like if somebody didn't know your story, a textbook definition will come out as narcissist first until they know your story.
Got it.
But what if they're narcissists?
Most people that are making judgment are narcissists. Like a lot of people are not self-aware. A lot of people that be
Right.
writing these damn definitions and putting this whole trending word narcissist out here, they are narcissists.
Yeah, I agree with that.
A lot of doctors, therapists, psychiatrists are narcissists.
They are
Diagnosing narcissists.
narcissism.
But
Yeah.
Because you know what?
topic.
The crazy part is they don't live within their own truth. And you know what? And they got shit to hide behind because the degree says that I can diagnose you.
Yeah, and that's the
You know
thing.
what I'm saying?
They want to be looked at like God, like you gotta come to me
Yeah.
to know yourself.
Yeah.
And if I did not say that that's you, or if I said that is you, now you gotta go with what I said because I got the
Right.
degree.
That shit
That's
phony.
narcissist. But this
All right,
is
next
the world
topic.
we live in, y'all.
That's the world we live in.
That's why I'm gonna go get a tree house. But go on.
Next topic. Is it scary when a woman or a man knows you better than you know yourself? For
Go ahead,
example,
Kim.
she just
No, I
knows
wanted
too much.
to ask y'all.
She just knows too much. Like, she pays attention too much. Is that a turn on or a turn off? And for the record, I didn't get to say what attracted me, but that was the reason was good. That was a good conversation about Kevin Gates and narcissism. I would shout out Evie Newman, but he not here to fucking get these flowers. But go ahead.
I nigga want to call it.
Well, hold on. I formed that question based off of watching his interview. And he was like, "Oh, you know too much about me. I don't like that. I don't like that." And I hear men say that a lot. If you know too much, yo, I can't get nothing past you. I feel like I'm not going to tell y'all my opinion, but that's why I formed this question. Go ahead.
Here's the thing. If you know too much, then you gave too much.
I got
That's
a
the
different
point.
perspective. I got a different perspective.
If you know too much, you gave too much. You can't be upset that somebody paid attention to you when you wanted them to. If they know too much, then you gave too much. You know, you gave exactly what you wanted to give. So how can you expect the person not to see it? You know why? Because you've been dealing with people that never paid attention all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're dealing with a person that never paid attention all the time, the standard is that this person not gonna pay attention to. So now when they pay attention, now you like you know too much. That's narcissistic.
It is.
That's narcissistic as fuck. Because now your expectation of a person is preceded by somebody that didn't do enough. That's not fair to you. And for the record, because I'm that person that like to sit and watch, you know what? If this is my lady, let me see how she move. Let me see how she rock. If she ever tell me, you know what? If she tell me that I paid attention in a good way and this is what it is, you get an attaboy because you paid attention to your woman. So how is it that a woman paying attention to a man? Oh, you pay attention to me too much. What the fuck you got going on? What you got to hide when you put the motherfucking secret out there?
That's what I want to know.
That's retarded.
DB.
I think it's sexy.
Mm-hmm.
I
What you think is
can't.
sexy?
I think
What,
a
you know too
woman.
much?
I think
No,
a
when a woman
woman
pay attention
paying
to you like that.
paying
Because
Yes.
you're not labeling it as too much. You're saying I want her to know a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I'm putting it out there.
I'm putting it out there. I'm purposely transparent.
My name is me. What's up?
And the fact that you paying attention enough to remember, to me, says that you care.
Yes.
And if I don't want you to remember any bad things, and this is easier said than done, but if I don't want you to remember any bad things, then I shouldn't do bad things around you. You understand what I'm saying?
Boom.
So it's not that, to me, you can't pay too much, because all I'm gonna do, that's all I try to do. I try to pay attention. I know so much shit about makeup shit now. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. And I think that's because the when you get the good sonic rings, is doing things that your lady want or your man want without him asking. So if I'm sitting somewhere and I'm going, oh shit, that go such and such and such. Or Amazon got this on sale. You know what I'm saying? I make sure I see the right thing. Hey, this is, or if she's telling me about something and about a makeup, like I know what to look for when I'm looking at when I'm looking at shit like that. All of that shit is like, yo, I need to know that, and I would like a woman who would know the shit that I'm into. I'm paying attention because I care. Please pay attention. Pay more attention. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I promise we gonna win.
This nigga box every time, yeah.
I had an ex that watched me and learn how to roll backwards the same way I do. I'm gonna love her forever. Shout out to her, Cam. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm
Because
gonna
in your weird twisted way, that makes sense like a motherfucker, Cam.
Yeah.
I know that has to provide a relief when she know how to roll and you don't have to always roll. Cause like, yo, I still do not know how to roll, but if you roll, I'm smoking. So that probably is sexy. Anyway,
I can't roll a leaf, but I can roll like a blunt.
I want to say that I can't roll, but I'm a bitch that I'm going to invest in an automatic roller. So we going high tech in my house. But that's me.
Yo,
right.
you know what it is? You know what it is? I love the fact that if I make mention of something that didn't seem important, it seemed important to my woman.
Mm-hmm.
And she took it as that. That's when you know that you're growing, because you know what? That means she's paying attention to what you saying.
That's a fact.
And vice versa. If she say, you know, babe, you know, one day I want you to make blah 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 blah, and she don't say it no more, it's already downloaded in here. I don't have to do it today, but at some point when I do it, she know that I heard her.
Let me tell y'all the story. And
I love it.
And Kat, I know you got something to say, but let me tell y'all this story. So this little young skeezer I'm messing with, right? Currently. currently my little young skeezer, right? When I first started messing with her, she hated basketball. Hated it. And if you know DB, I adore basketball.
Yeah, this
You
nigga's a
understand what I'm
bastard.
saying?
Man. This nigga
I'm the
walking around
same
with a
nigga.
basketball shorts on.
I'm the same nigga that cried when the first night the NBA came on in the bubble. That's real talk, not a lie.
Yeah, he did.
I
He
posted a
did.
video.
He did. He did.
Cried.
I was there. He did.
So for the little young lady to like not only watch basketball, learn it, get a favorite team, favorite players, and know what like fouls are and like know it, learn the game.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
shit hit me all right here in my artery, shorty. That was shout out to my
the nigga
little young
on the
man.
wrong
Yeah,
side.
yeah, that was heavy. Yeah, go ahead though, Cat. My fault. I had to get that up because we was talking about this.
I mean, I do want to piggyback on that though. Like, I think that when we are into the man we're really into, very much paying attention. Like, there have been things that to this day, I'm like, damn, yo, I'm still into that because of somebody I was with. You know what I mean? And I wasn't into it before. Even me down to like when I told y'all, like, yeah, I love a good football party and all that stuff. That was me being with my ex. Fell in love with the camaraderie. Fell in love with the, the game. I'm in it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I just be wanting to be in tune with my dude, but y'all always hear me say that. So anyway, the reason why I said I hear that is I find also when somebody say they you know too much because y'all ever disclose something to somebody and that fucked up individual use that shit against you and brought that shit
Yes.
up in an argument.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cause y'all didn't think I was talking about that. Y'all thought I was
No, no,
talking
no, no,
about
no, no.
lying and being sneaky and shit.
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy, Cat. I thought about that shit earlier today, and I thought about the person that did it. When I read that shit, that was initially what I thought about. But coming on here and thinking about what I have right now superseded that shit. Because you know what? That was back there. I left that in my rear view for a reason. She gave me a reason to leave that because you know what? She brought up something that didn't even have to do with her and tried to make it about her. I was like, you self-righteous, self-serving bitch. But you know what? In my head, though, I was like, yo, you out of line. Because you know what? If I share something with you in confidence, that's for you to keep to yourself. That's not for you to throw back at me at your convenience. That's not what you should do.
Bring up with her homegirls and shit and try and decipher you and figure you out with your homegirls and then she telling your personal business.
That shit was raggedy.
But
That shit was raggedy.
My point was, I pride myself on holding your sacred information because for me, vulnerability is so like I love it so much that I always want you to feel like it's a safe place. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like the more that you feel comfortable with me, the more you're going to keep giving to me and sharing with me and then I feel safe with you. So I feel like it's my job not to bring it up. But when somebody is withholding information or then they realize like, damn, yo, you ever realize like, yo, I told this nigga everything. I told her everything. You get what I'm saying? Like I done told you too much. That I feel like that fear comes from being with a person that has thrown shit in your face. Had, like you said, had nothing to do with y'all and y'all situation, but they spend that shit and made it about them. So that's why I think that fear comes from for some people. Now, some people are just trying to be sneaky and they don't like that you pay attention to shit. And they be like, yeah, you pay attention to too much. So when I'm moving or my pattern switch up, you going to notice right off the bat. I've been there too. And they said that shit to me and I was like, your ass is going to end up doing some shit and you're gonna try to act like I don't see the shit because I pay attention to patterns. Very
Right.
much so, because I pay attention to people. If I'm into you, why the fuck I'm not gonna pay attention to you?
Right.
I want you to
Facts.
pay attention to me. So if it's
Right.
important to me, I'm definitely going to pay attention to you.
But Kat, you know what I understand about that too? On the negative end, and it took me a while to really understand this. Hurt people hurt people.
Yes. Yes.
And that's what hurt people do.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? They didn't get
Ain't
rid of some
nobody
shit
proved me
that
wrong
had
yet.
nothing to do with you.
Ain't nobody proved me wrong yet. Unless you took some time to understand why you do the things you do, because I've been hurt before.
Right.
But I don't be
Right.
going out here hurting people. And let me tell y'all something. Like, I be trying to be a woman about my shit, y'all. I did some shit, and I swear I had to sit in it, right? I had to sit in my shit. And I swear to goodness, I had to call this man, and I was like, yo, I said, I was out of mind. I really made some shit about me. And I said, and that's something that I was, like, that's something that I always try to work on change. And I said, now I see what people were saying. You get what I'm saying? Like, now I see, because
Yep.
I used to always be like, no, that ain't me, that ain't me. I said, yo, I seen exactly what it was without anybody telling me. You get what I'm saying? And when I tell you that conversation went to a whole nother level, because he was like, yo, I literally looked at my phone, was like, damn, you like one of the people I be trying to avoid and shit. When you did that, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, I think that sometimes when we do shit out of shit that we went through before. Like, everybody is not trying to hurt you. You know what I mean? Everything
Yeah.
ain't about you. So
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta work your way
Fact.
through your own shit.
I love that shit though. I ain't gonna lie. I like realizing some shit about myself and busting up and being like, bitch, we about to grow
Yeah.
up. I
And
love
look,
it.
I'm gonna tell you what's even crazier. I'm gonna tell you what's even crazier. When you got a good team around you, when you got your inner circle, when you break it down to them that same way, and they say, "Yo, you was dead ass wrong," and you
Mm-hmm.
can't be mad at them niggas because you really know that you was dead ass wrong too. That you just needed to hear it from somebody else after you heard it from yourself, because you can't lie to yourself, and your real niggas not gonna lie to you either.
Want me to tell you something? When we talking about different friends and what they good for, yo,
Mm-hmm.
I told my TCG friend what I did, and they was like, yo, you about to come on, and I was like, damn, no, I don't know, and I came on, right. I said, shit, I forgot my side effect of my womanhood basically makes me very emotional when I'm about to come on. And that's something that I didn't experience before. But what I did was I went back and I looked at what I did in that moment when I was in those emotions. You get what I'm saying? And they didn't tell me that I was wrong. My friend didn't tell me that I was wrong, because in their life where they are, they felt like, okay, that was right. You did the right thing. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about, self-awareness and wanting to grow and be better. Like, I didn't like the outcome. And I realized that I'm the one who was the result of the outcome.
Yeah.
You get what
I
I'm saying?
understand that. Evie, you got something to add to this?
Yes. First, let me apologize for my absence. I got sick for some odd reason. Um,
You were sweating.
no, I threw up. Like,
This
that's
That's what
why
week,
I
I'm
was
saying.
sick
Like, sometimes
clothing.
you break out
you know
sweating
what?
when you're
It
about to
could have been
throw
that
up.
cigar, yo. It could have been that cigar.
Oh yeah,
It
It
could
could
have
have
pushing
been
been.
that
too
cigar.
hard.
Yeah,
It
it
could
could have
have
been that
been.
cigar.
But
How you
I
feeling?
probably was. I'm okay now. I was feeling a little off, the whole time, but I kept trying to tough it through. Like, I got the cigar to try to calm my nerves because I felt like my nerves was off. But I'm
You
back.
better not be going
Let me
through
just say,
menopause or nothing, nigga.
No, he probably pregnant by that girl.
Wait a minute. Come on.
Yo, be so
Come on,
bad.
Big Cat. You can't do that, Big Cat. Come on, Big Cat. You can't do that. Don't put the motherfucking Don't put the banging dust on the nigga, man. Don't you?
And he ain't laughing right now because you know when them hormones hit, you ain't trying to
Yo,
shift
I ain't
her.
gonna lie. Hey, big cat, shorty. Hey, you better stop with that voodoo shit here. You the fucking root lady right now. Cause that
I'm
shit for real.
procreating.
No,
Yo,
listen.
That shit for
easy,
real.
Lord nephew. Why not?
Well,
Yo, that
listen.
shit,
First
that
of
shit,
all,
that shit real, yo. I'm telling you, that shit
first of
real.
all,
Your stomach fucking be hurting, nigga be earling and shit, nigga. That
Man, let my man Evie go, man. He said she ain't pregnant. Tell him, Jigga, Kelly, not guilty.
He needs some milk.
first of all, no. She might be pregnant, but it's not mine. Um, second, uh, it's a blessing when somebody know you and you don't have to tell them everything. So I thoroughly agree. I could hear y'all the whole time, so I left it on. I muted my mic because y'all ain't need to hear. Y'all ain't need to
That
hear all that.
violence in the back.
Yeah, you ain't need to hear all that.
Yeah.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing when your partner know you. Um, it's annoying as shit sometimes though. Even like it's a gift and a curse. It's annoying as shit. Like sometimes, and it's not like because you really trying to hide nothing. It's just like, all right, yo. Like you ain't need to, you ain't need to finish that sentence for me, or you ain't need to know that's how I was feeling. Like let me rock sometimes. So that's a blessing. Um, again, I just want to apologize to y'all and to the listeners for that little moment I had.
Yeah, you cool, bro.
You already
So
know.
with that even being said, like yo, you ever had somebody like they relate with everything you say, and you're like, damn, yo, so we really don't have nothing different.
I had. I had.
I don't want to relate on every little thing.
Nah, niggas used to tell me like, yo, she gonna agree with everything you say, yo. That's your son. I was like, damn, man.
Now I've been in situations where I'm like, damn, yo, we really do relate on a lot of shit. Like,
Yeah.
but that's not always a great thing, you know.
Nah,
I
because
like it when it's genuine.
I like
It do
debating.
be genuine. It do be genuine. Like we really like a lot of the same shit. And like we
Yeah, I
really
mean
be
it's good.
finishing each other's thoughts and synthesis. But then when you think about it, you like, damn. So
Like I
ain't
say,
no
it's
different.
always good. It's always good when it's genuine. But what I think when men sometimes experience and women sometimes experience this as well is that you have a partner who feels the need to agree with you all the time because they think that's what you want.
It could.
I've been in that.
I think that I get misconstrued like that though. Because I do relate to a lot of shit. And then they be like, damn, yo, she really trying to be like me or some shit like that. Like, no. Like I genuinely agree. You know what I mean?
Right. Nah,
It's a hard, y'all don't understand. It be hard being me sometimes because people don't be believing me. Like, I really agree with you. And you think I'm just trying to be like you. No. That's some shit I don't agree with. Let's talk about that. We should talk about more things we don't agree with so you can understand I don't agree with everything.
Can can I ask y'all a question? This is probably not one of our topics, but one of somebody who listened to the podcast broke it. Is is men not sending flowers to women a man thing, or is that a do it come from they feel like that's not necessary, or do it come from a lack of appreciation?
Not sending
whoa,
flowers to a
whoa.
woman a man thing.
Lack of
What's wrong, baby?
appreciation.
Yeah, like is a woman said she broke this conversation. Do men not send flowers no more to women because men don't care, or is it because men have received a lack of appreciation for doing that?
None,
Or
I
none,
don't know, but personally,
none.
I think it's probably lack of appreciation because it's no, I think it's a sense of entitlement. Like I think that women have to be mindful of like, bring me some flowers, or you better have that. Don't come empty handed. Like, yo, we joking, all that shit. But in real actuality, really demanding flowers, that's tacky as hell.
All right. Yep. That is. I agree with that.
Like,
Here's
I
my
want
here's my
somebody to do something for me genuinely, not because I
here's my
demanded
other
it.
thing too. Here's my other thing too. There's so many flowers out here, and women like now, women are getting hip to whatever it is that they want. You want tulips, you want carnations, you want roses. Some men don't pay enough attention to their woman to know what she really actually like.
Mm.
My my lady likes sunflowers, so they can sell sunflowers in the store, but I also know where to get sunflowers from. You know what I'm saying? And that's just if her thumb green. Some people want flowers because they want to feel appreciated, but it's not the right flowers because you know what? What I learned about flowers is different colors mean different things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So why would you send your lady flowers and then there's a certain color that mean friendship? You in trouble.
Nah, I think you overthinking
Oh,
it.
niggas don't know
I
what
think
And
they.
that,
No,
that
no,
and
no, no,
that's
no.
I think
No, you gotta
as a woman here, it's a thought that
okay,
counts. I'm gonna start
okay.
there. Now, if we're in
and
a
that's what I
relationship and I
agree.
start expressing to you that I don't like certain flowers, or I see that you pay attention and shit like that, now I'm gonna know that you
Right.
know. Now it hit different. But I'm still never gonna get some flowers from my man and be like, yo, these friendship flowers. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not doing that. You're not in trouble.
But you got some out there, and this is where the narcissists come in. You got some out there because a man might not know because he might not pay attention, and you do it, and then it's just like, oh well, what you get me these for? You like, well, what you mean? You asked
Case
for
in point.
flowers,
Case in point. EV smoked cigars. I had a dude that smoked cigars. He smoked a certain kind of cigar. I
right?
went to Cuba. I bought
Like a
this man
mouse.
back a cigar, right? Because I'm
Uh-huh.
like, yo, Cuban cigars supposed to. He appreciated it. He smoked it for me. He later told me it was a good cigar, but it wasn't his shit. It wasn't his top
What?
dog shit. But he showed appreciation. That's all I'm saying. Can we just show
But
some
And I
appreciation?
think that I think that's what it is. I think a lot of men don't send flowers and do certain things no more because as Box Chevy Cam said, chivalry isn't dead. It's just unappreciated.
Underappreciated. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Our generation fucked up.
it
Even the
is,
older women
it
fucked
is.
up because it's like we so busy trying to get shit right, get men back in line, get men back to what they used to be, that we're not taking accountability for what we're doing to make them shut all this shit down. We fighting
Also,
against
if
the
you,
internet
as
and
I tell,
ourselves.
as I tell women, if you want men to be the way that they used to be,
2%.
you have to be the way women used to be. You
Ooh.
can't have that shit both ways.
That part.
You can't listen.
Talking shit.
You can't be Carisha and want a Otis. Okay, you gotta be
Mm.
Shirley. You want
No,
Otis.
no, you're right.
Like we really have to have a conversation with ourselves and ask ourselves, what the hell do we really want? Because a lot of us are just looking for love and not really understanding what do we really, really want.
Right.
And certain men require certain women to conduct themselves a certain type of way. You understand? So it's like at the end of the day, that's the conversation that we need to be having amongst each other and amongst women. We gotta be
Ooh.
mindful of what we're demanding. That demanding shit gotta stop. But really have a conversation and understand you're dealing with another human being who wants to be loved too. We make everything about
Mm.
us.
Mm.
That's what I've learned.
Yeah,
Mm.
like you want your man to treat you a certain way, ladies. Treat him a certain way, and
Yes.
watch what he do.
Yes.
Like, and don't be hesitant. If you treating him a certain way, you loving him, crazy and he don't love you crazy back, leave him.
Get
It's
rid of
all
that
right.
nigga. Get rid of that nigga.
It's
Yeah, leave
okay.
them.
And if
Because
she
that's
don't
not yo.
motherfucking
It's
buy
not
you
always your
Xbox games,
person.
leave her, fellas. If she don't buy you Xbox games, if she don't buy you fucking fitted hats, if she don't fucking
If she
buy
don't buy
this,
you what you like,
if she don't get you spray wax for your car because she see your fucking car dirty, if she take your car to get it washed and don't get black magic on the tires,
I'm hanging up.
leave her.
Oh, you fucked up right there.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
fucked up that goddamn black magic.
Get
No
that,
sir.
get
Man,
that
listen,
black magic.
I'm gonna tell you, you gotta be
Black
very like.
magic black, yo.
I understand, like
Black magic
we
black.
live in a society where women hate for a man to know his worth.
Ooh.
This
Ooh.
man right
Talk
now.
your shit.
For
Go ahead.
once,
Go ahead.
I don't disagree with you, Evie.
Talk
Good
that shit.
job.
I want to
Keep
hear
going.
this.
Like,
Talk that.
We're going into overtime.
Yeah, talk that. I'm about to go fix me a pizza.
Right,
I
BB
I,
about to go get out of
I
here too.
came
I
back.
see
I
he keep
came
rocking
back
back
to.
and forth.
I came back to resurrect my part because I feel like I let y'all down. But real shit, like
Yeah, but talk your shit. I want to hear that.
women want so much from a man. Oh, I need him to do this and I need him to do this. And if you ask her, well, what are you gonna do to get it? I'm me. Oh man, you, Stacy, Tiffany's Tiffany. A lot of women is women. But what are you doing to make a man want to treat you a certain way?
Well, Evie,
Like,
this is my takeaway from experiences like that, right? We need to be better communicators. If you like to be loved a certain type of way, don't expect for a woman to know that. Just like y'all don't want us to be like, oh, he ain't doing this and he ain't doing that, and whole time you didn't know that that's what we like. Be better at communicating what you like, and
and
and and
that's
stop
true.
making everything a test. Everything is not a test. Love is not a test. Like let shit happen organically.
Guilty.
Sharice,
Jigga Kelly, not guilty. 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 Hey, Cat, you
young
better
lady,
wear red every show after this.
Can
You
I tell
better
you
yes.
fucking
something?
wear red.
Can I tell you something?
What?
This is burnt orange, my brother.
Well, you got that fucking Aaliyah. You got that fucking Aaliyah, Are You Gonna Be Somebody video light. And like, you bright as shit right here.
Because it's
Um,
holding my phone. It's dark in here. Y'all complained about the light. I paid attention to my viewers told me I move around too much, so I sat my ass still. They said that it'd be dark in here, so I turned the light on. And I'm not holding my phone, so the phone is not moving. So if y'all can't appreciate that shit, I'm not
we
gonna
do.
keep on here.
We do
Listen,
appreciate it.
we
Hey, hold
appreciate
on.
it.
Time out, Evie. I don't make you cut you off. I swear to God, I don't. You posted something, Cat, and one of your fucking viewers that only talk to you said we had titties.
No, they be on the show. They be on the show.
They be in the comments? Who was it?
I'm not telling you. They not here to represent themselves.
If when they are here to represent themselves, can you tell me? So you gonna hide
I
it?
mean,
When people
hey,
no. When people respond in those forums where they respond in comments, you can only post a comment. You cannot be telling people who said what. It's always anonymous. So if you got titties, then you got titties. But if the shoe don't fit, don't be
No.
worried about it.
No. I think you got me fucked up. I'm not offended that they said I had titties.
Why is this coming up? Tell me.
I wasn't offended that they had. I just want to because I want to get my jokes off too. I'm
I'm
funny.
listening. So why you bring it up? I want to joke back with you because you know
I
I'm
don't know
ready.
who they are to joke.
While I'm right here, I'm gonna represent them. What's up?
No, I'm
my
not doing that.
screen has not
I'm
been
not doing
froze. I
that.
just stood still.
She said because it was y'all for the people that's watching and don't know. They said it was the topic when we said do men like their nipples suck. The person said, well, they got titties, so that's all.
And listen, I keep trying to tell people I've been fat for a long time.
Yeah, that just don't bother me at all.
It doesn't.
Oh,
That's why I got reposted, because I know y'all
oh,
not
hell no.
y'all
I
not
don't
bothered.
no, hell no.
I only got reposted because I knew y'all was gonna find that shit funny.
But if I find out
We
who
here
you
to
is,
laugh. We here for a good laugh. We
Yeah,
ain't here
listen.
sure.
for
If we
a good
if we
time.
find
No,
out,
Oh no, I
if
laughed my ass off.
you know I
yeah,
did.
don't worry. Just know you got to be very careful with the jokes because if you not ready for the backlash, well, you in trouble.
And that's why I said who it
Who
is.
are they?
So yup. So I can load my clip. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna keep me in witness protection. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? You gonna
You
keep me
gonna
in
keep them in
witness.
witness.
Their
You
comment
gonna
is
keep them in
safe with
witness
me.
protection, and you gonna get everybody who name we don't recognize in these comments from the following show shot for
Flame.
no
Go
reason.
ahead. Go ahead, because I want to see them shoot back at y'all. I'm ready.
But
Go
I will
ahead.
say
Random.
this though. I will say this though. Thank you for whoever it is for watching the pod. I hope you enjoy it and keep coming back. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got.
Yes. But no. Listen, I just think as men and women we do have to communicate more. Um and when we want something, we have to do the things necessary to get it. And that is even for both sides to communicate more.
Talk about it,
Um
EV. What we gotta do
we
to
gotta
get it?
communicate. You want something, communicate it. If you have communicated what you want or what you require or the things that you need, just understand that you have to do things to get it. Um,
You
I
have to
always,
motivate that person to do it for you.
yeah, like I've
A
always
nice
said, we cut brothers
what's her name? Shanice Isaiah.
Therese and niece Isaiah.
Why the fuck she do all that like I ain't drop out of high school? What the fuck, man? You SSI,
Um,
right? From now on, you is SSI.
like I believe in telling people stuff. If I tell you what I like,
37
and I
minutes
talked
right
about
there.
this, building relationship credit.
Fuck this pot open up.
Um,
Let me see.
and we all must do that. We almost remember in our relationships we must build relationship credit with our significant other.
Right. Yes, I agree with that, Evie.
Let
I
me
agree with
smell
that.
it. Let me smell it.
Relationship credit. I think you know what though? Not just
Mm.
relationship credit, and I'm not trying to
Oh.
take away from your point, but I just
Go
think
ahead.
people credit is good.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like that's like back to talk about my circle. That's really what's in my circle. Like I tell you, everybody different and everybody come from different walks of life. The people credit is phenomenal in my circle. Like everybody is family. You understand what I'm saying? The people in my circle, I'm the root to the tree, and it go out this way, it go out this way, and go, but all the fucking branches intertwine somehow. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? And I love that. I need that. I need that energy from my tree to keep me live. You understand what I'm saying? I need that, and that's another important reason why my tree is my tree or my circle is my circle, because they keep me going. You know what I'm saying? Keep me just and I need that every day. So I just think people credit is important. Relationship credit is important too, and it could
Yeah.
get better and get worse.
Yes, you can. And that's the thing about, relationship credit. And as we tell people, reassurance.
Right.
If it feel good when your significant other do something for you. Don't take it for granted. Like when they done something
Mm-hmm.
nice for you, let them know, like, I appreciated that. Verbally and through your actions.
And smack my ass. Cuff it, please, as
Yep,
a thank you. I just
yep.
like a booty
Even
rub.
and even the flat butt girls, fellas, slap the
Yes.
flat butt girls too. It boosts their whole confidence. Girl, he smacked my ass today. He didn't know it was
And
nothing
guess
back
what?
there, girl. You know what I'm saying?
Rub their butts when they sleep.
Hell
Mm,
yeah.
mm,
Or rub my butt
Mhm.
to sleep.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Even though when you do it with flat butt girls, the palm of your hand will hurt because it hit that bone right there. You just still gotta do it. You still gotta do that. Like
Y'all,
you
and
still.
can I just close out in saying that breast rubs are just as effective. Rub the breast, rub them,
Ooh.
massage them,
They are, and let me
please.
just tell you about breast rubs. Breast rubs always get me in trouble because I just feel like titties belong in my mouth. I don't think they belong in my hand. I just,
Cool, but like here's the thing, I love a good mouth action, but y'all underestimate that because these are heavy
I mean,
and we like them massage. So please, when you're like spooning, ooh, when you're driving, ooh, when she
when
do
you're
a
trying
good
to go to sleep,
job, ooh, yes. When I'm sleepy, oh my God, put me to sleep. I'm baby. I don't want to emphasize that
Mm.
because that's
I'm
underrated.
I'm gonna do something till I fall asleep. On a
Booty
drunk
rub
night, I
and
might
breast
fall
rub.
asleep on your coochie. Like, you know what I'm saying?
listen, let me tell
Y'all
you
wake
something.
up with a man on y'all
Ain't
coochie. That's the best
ain't nothing
relationship.
like ain't nothing like taking a nap on the inner thigh. If you ain't never went to sleep on your lady inner thigh, you don't even love her for
You
real.
don't love
It's nothing like smelling his face when he wake up. Ah! Y'all get me off this call. Have a good night, y'all. It's been real. I
No.
got to go. Y'all have a good night.
She about to
hold
go
it.
get that rose
How
out
the
that
fuck
nice
you
thing.
gonna end the podcast? Yo,
Cause
Because
she ready to go get
it's
that. She ready
10:12.
to
I
get the
gotta
rose out the
go.
nice thing.
your name is not DB. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of This Is Greater Than Us. Episode 32, Narcissism. You don't like that one?
Good love.
Good love. Yo,
Or no, let's call it booty rub.
Mhm.
This is episode. This is episode.
He fucking that
This
pot
is
roast up
episode
too.
32.
I'm so jealous. I love a good pot roast.
Oh man.
We make y'all sick.
yeah, yeah.
We make y'all think and we make y'all hungry because I'm hungry now.
Listen, I asked this question the other day in private, but I'm gonna ask it for the podcast. Question of the night: why didn't Black answer his phone on X calling?
I don't know what y'all talking about. So
Never mind. Then. All right, fuck it.
no. What
He
was
been
his
trying to get this
TLC?
off.
What
He
was
been
the
trying to get this
TLC
off for
one?
6 days.
What
He
was
been
the
trying to get this
TLC
off for
one?
almost 6 days.
Because the song, you know the singer Black?
Ah, y'all screenshot that. Somebody screenshot that and send it to me. Y'all pose. Somebody gonna take our picture.
Mm.
Yo, DB face. That's not how you take a
Listen,
picture.
I love you guys. Thank y'all for watching. We appreciate y'all.
Subscribe to
IMDb.
the YouTube.
Peace,
Yes.
love,
Shout out
and
to YouTube.
soul.
Follow us on Twitter.
Yes.
I'm the unfortunate tell the truth evening.
Y'all ain't even talking about
That's
That's Young Cat.
I'm the hungry nigga
That's
DB.
year
that's
old cat.
DB. That's the other DB. Y'all be blessed. We love y'all.
Yeah.
She's still blind. Box Chevy Cam 9. She's still blind. Gotta go.